Hey there guys, this is Dinosaur, and I've just been doing some Slayer, and I've had an idea for the past few weeks that I want to do a clue scroll series. Basically when I get a clue scroll I'm going to record it and just upload them. Hopefully you'll get to see me get some good loot sometimes, and it might be a bit of fun, might help you with your clue scrolls, anything, but just a new series to upload. So I've just been killing some jungle skyworms. First time I've ever attempted them, so I wasn't really sure what I was doing, but it went alright, and just completed the task, and one of my last things gave me a hard clue scroll, so let's see where it is. I eat its chart hints do you. Now I'm not gonna lie, I just go on to Google and type this in, and it tells me pretty much where to go instantly, so there's no point in trying to decipher it and things like that. You can't really say it takes the fun out of it, because I'd be spending hours doing these things, and alright, so I'm gonna find out wherever this is. Let's read this again, and I'll see you there in a moment. So I just did my research, and it turns out this guy is called something I can't remember, but it's north of the fountain in Nada, so let's go there. I'm actually using my anti-poison totem for this. Reasons because, well, you know, you get poisoned a lot by the mages and things, and it's not that much better. The Dragon Defender, sorry, isn't that much better, so you may as well just use this to avoid damage. So I'm going to go ahead and solve this puzzle as quick as possible, and I'll be back in a minute. So I'm about to finish up here. There we go. That was actually getting a lot better at them since I've started doing a lot more clue scrolls. So let's see what we got next. Another clue scroll. 8 degrees or 3 minutes north, 31 degrees, 16 minutes east. Alright, I'm going to find out where this is, and I'll meet you there. So it turns out I have to go to the Mortania swamp thing, so I came to recharge my prayer points, and I'm coming to get some food from the cook. Now we provide you with a little hamper, and the good thing about this is it's in this little hamper, and you can just withdraw food one by one if you want to, or you can get them all out by once. I'm going to keep them in there for now because the gas can rot your food. That could be a problem, but the hamper's really great for a couple of reasons. You know, you can, first of all, you know, if you're doing a prolonged trip, things like, I don't know, barrels or whatever, or necks or any bosses, that will heal more than one piece of food, but usually you'll probably be taking brews or something. But it is worth taking things like, you know, like clue scrolls like I'm doing now, or Slayer task. It's just a good little item to keep. You know, it only takes up one slot, and it will heal you for a good amount. So I'm gonna find this spot, and I'll start again when I'm there. Lol. So this gas just went and hit me once, and it actually rotted my whole hamper, so good fight me. Well, that's not a problem. I've got my Excalibur, which will heal me. If I'm right, it should be anywhere around here. I'm just gonna try digging just around. Oh shit, did I forget spade? No, I didn't. I got it. Oh crap, I'm not sure where. I should probably just check my sextant thing. That's a bitch. Man, this sucks. You know what, I should probably just pause until I find him. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that one moment. Okay, so if I've got this correctly, it should be... Yes, here he is. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring mage. You know, I've got melee defense armor on, and he can't poison me because I got my anti-poison totem, and his mage attacks will hit a bit because obviously, you know, metal shit conducts electricity. So whatever, let's just kill this guy and pick up my reward and get out of here. I'm really bad at combat. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing a lot more Slayer. I think on the road to 80 Slayer for my Vine Whip, I'll probably get a lot of clue scrolls, so this series will be up and running energetically. Here we go, just kill this guy. Nature runes, bones. Oh yeah, I need a berry again. Sorry, I'm not the best clue scroller. Alright, let's see what this is. Clue scroll bar. Okay, I see only da. Oh, that's in Drano. I'm gonna go there now. This again. Okay, I see it only in southern and outside. Yeah. Ah, yeah, you've got to dig beneath the window. I've done this one before. My health is... I can heal this. Like I said, Excalibur's really great for healing. It takes up your whole special bar, but when you're using something like a whip, then you probably won't be using your special bar anyway, because the whip special's kind of crappy. I don't need any items, do I? Just need to dig. There we go, got it straight away. Let's see. This anagram, or zinc fumes ward. So I'm gonna go ahead again and find out where this is, and I'll be back in a moment. So this is apparently Wizard Frumscorn or Frumscon, however you want to say it. I know there's a bit of a scorn or scon debate. Personally I say scon. You always have. I'm other big scones. I don't know. That's just how I've always seen it. So yeah, he's in the Wizards Guild at the bottom floor. So it's gonna jog there now. I've brought weight reducing gloves and boots just for when I'm running around. I could use more items like my wicked gear or the spot your cape, but you know, I don't actually do that much running, and I've got my explorer's ring if I need to use that to restore some run energy. Wizard from Scone, there he is, and I should get a puzzle box. There we go. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Right, so I've just finished up here doing this little clue, and talk to this guy again, and see what he gives me. Another clue, that's kind of gay. Alright, so I'm going to look this up and I'll be back in a moment. So I've just checked it out, and you got to go to Trollheim, the entrance to Trollheim. So I'm just going to use my Trollheim teleport. You can get your using other methods, but this is the most efficient method for me. When I dig, I'll be attacked by a wizard, so I'll be ready to pray mage. So yeah, scale down here so often. Probably get 99 agility soon. I'm hoping this is the last one. I'd like my casket. That's the little bit, that's the adrenaline part at the end, where in fact, it's got to the point where I don't even look at the loot, and I look down here at the chat bar and see if I've got anything special. Let's dig. Here he is. I'm so terrible at combat. I hit so low. It doesn't make sense. All I see in other videos is people hitting ridiculous amounts. Well, not ridiculous, but you know. But yeah, I'm going to be working on combat a lot more. You know, I'm going to be training Slayer up, which should hopefully get me a lot higher. Ooh, law runes, that's good. Not there. Here. Not here. There you go. Ah, no casket. Let's see what this is. 15 degrees, 48 minutes north. I don't know where that is, but I'm going to find out, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, that's good. I just found out where it is, and it's actually when you look it up, it tells you otherwise, because this area has changed, but I'm pretty sure it's just about here. There he is. That's pretty cool. I'm hitting with my staff. I've always trained controlled on my whip. I know some people like to train strength directly and use like a god sword or whatever, but that's never been for me. I like leveling these up together. I don't know why. Just sort of balances them out, and I'd hate to be, you know, more advanced in one, and then in situations where I have to use things like controlled or a whip or certain attack styles, such as, you know, monsters' weaknesses, then I wouldn't be sort of wasting experience. So this guy's dead. Oh, I just had to pause whilst my brother was shouting obnoxiously, so I just killed him, and I gotta dig again. Oh, there's someone else here doing it. Oh, another box. Oh well. Let's see what this is. I know what this is. This is in Yanil. I'm even gonna use the lodestone. I'm a psycho. So here we are. Just gonna run east. Oh yeah, my watchtower teleport takes me here because I've done the tasks, and I do believe you have to speak to someone to get it as well. I'm not sure who it is. One of the wizards probably. I can't remember. That's not a problem. It's somewhere around here. Let's dig. And I should get a casket. Okay, sweet, I got a casket. Ooh, a penguin. I can hear a penguin. I don't know if you can hear that. He's being the wall. Those are the easy ones to get at, so I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, let's open this casket. Like I said, I usually just look down here to see if any of the loot's insanely incredible, but it usually never is. Let's just open this up. No. Oh, what's this? Oh, no. All poop. No worries. That was my first one, and hopefully of many. Let's just price check this. I might these and that. So that's all I gained, 41k. I suppose that's not a good amount way to spend your money, but you know, whatever. It's not so bad. So that was my first of the Clue Scroll series. I'll probably have another one out released later on today, or probably by tomorrow. I'm going to be escaping over the weekend, so I'll see you next time for another video.